going on? Matt Morris, leadwithmatt.com. Just headed back from an appointment. Thought I would hop on here and answer a question. I just got a Facebook message yesterday about how do I motivate my team in network marketing. Got to be the number one question that I get is how do I motivate my team? So I want to answer that. As you pop on here in the comments below, let me know where you are tuning in from. And if you're watching this live, drop me a live in the comments. If you're watching this on the replay, drop me a replay in the comments. So let's talk about how to motivate your team. And by the way, if you're watching this for the first time, drop me a 1. If you've not seen me on a live before, drop me a 1 in the comments so I can welcome you. And if you hit the share button, let me know in the comments that you shared it so I can thank you for the share. And so let's talk business. So how do you motivate your team? And so there's a lot of different things that you can do. But in general, give you the answer right up front. You don't motivate your team. You inspire them through your own personal production. Okay? And this is often not the answer that people want to hear. It's not the answer. Because most people want to go out and believe some of the hype that you've heard from network marketers who say, all you got to do is put in two people, and then they put in 2, and they put in 2, and they put in 2. Or you put in 5, and they put in 5, and they put in 5, and they put in 5. And we get hooked on that. In fact, that was exactly what happened to me when I joined network marketing. I went to a meeting I went to about 3 meetings before I actually signed up. And my sponsors, Upline, met me after the meeting, and he knew exactly what to say to me. He said, Matt, you only have to get 6. It's easy. You can do it. And I was like, I only have to get 6. So I joined. Unfortunately, that was a lie. There has never been a leader in the history of network marketing that I have ever heard of who's enrolled 6 people and, got to 6-figure income or anything like that. I mean, you got to do a lot more than that. But what happens is we think that we only have to get 6 or 5 or 2 or whatever it is, and that we're going to have this duplication factory. Now, duplication is real in network marketing. I think it's a lot more duplication of leadership in network marketing than the duplication that most people think about. In fact, I've got a video. If you scroll down, if you look in my videos, you'll see the duplication myth in network marketing. And so the mistake is you go out and enroll 5 people, and then you want to go motivate those 5 to go take action. And how do you do that? Well, I've never, in 24 years, teams that have grown to well over 1 million customers, over $50 million earners, I've never seen that work. See, what happens is the way that you motivate your team is not through putting up interesting quotes. It's not through doing training calls every day. Now, is it good to do training calls? Absolutely. I'm not discounting doing training calls, training Zooms, morning, wake up motivational calls. There's nothing wrong with doing those things, and those things are good. But if you're expecting your team to duplicate because you're just motivating them, that's not what happens. Now, as you grow in leadership and you've got an organization of thousands of people, it changes a little bit because your team knows you've gone out and done the work. Now, a rule in network marketing is you stay in personal production until you're at the income level you want to retire at. It's why I'm still enrolling people. In fact, we do promotions from time to time where you can qualify for certain things, and I qualify just about every time. You got to put in 2 or 4 sales in a month, and I pretty much always qualify for those because I'm always putting people in. Okay? But the way that you really motivate your team is not the motivation like we think it is. It's not hyping them up and motivational quotes and all that. Some of that's all really good stuff, but you inspire them through your personal productivity. They see that it's possible. See, momentum is created through one word, There's one word. If you want to have momentum in your organization, it's going to happen because of belief. If you have a lot of people who have a lot of belief, you have a lot of people taking a lot of action. So how do you give them the belief? Do you tell them, this is awesome, it works, go, go, go? Well, listen, if they haven't seen you do it, if they haven't seen your personal production, they don't believe it's true no matter how much you hype it up, no matter how excited you are, no matter how many motivational quotes, and no matter how many training calls that you do, they don't believe, so they don't take action. So group momentum comes after personal momentum. You don't get group momentum until you have personal momentum. So what's the number? Enough. You got to do enough. What's the starting point? 30. If you haven't personally sponsored 30 people into your organization, you're not really serious. You can never expect to have a hugely motivated team if you haven't done at least 30 personals. You're not serious unless you've done 30. And some of you haven't done 30 and you're like, no, Matt, I am serious. Well, you don't have the results to show it yet. Your heart may say you're serious. Your mind may say you're serious, but you're not a pro. Your group's not going to be super excited if you haven't done at least 30. Now, how fast do you have to do the 30? There's not a number. The faster, the better. First time I ever built a huge team in network marketing, I did 30 in 1 month. I've never done 30 in 1 month ever since. So you don't have to do 30, but the faster you put them in, the better it works. See, there's a thing called the law of compressed activity. And the law of compressed activity says, this is an irrefutable law, it says that the effort that you put in a short, compressed amount of time is going to pay you way more money than the same amount of effort put in over an extended period of time. Why is that true? Why is that an irrefutable law in our profession? It's because everything's based on belief, based on that inspiration. So if people are inspired and they believe that they can go put in a bunch of sales, they go do it. What gives them the belief? Seeing someone perform at a level above themselves. See, I've hit the top rank in my company 3 times, and I've had plenty of money at doing it twice. I mean, my lifestyle's not changing dramatically because I hit it a 3rd time. Yes, it's more money and it's awesome, right? But why? The biggest motivation for me to do that was I wanted to go to such a high level that people would say, man, if he's done it 3 times, surely I can do it once. So if you haven't hit a rank in your company, your group is probably thinking, I can't do it because you haven't done it. So an added motivation for you, aside from you just making more money, aside from you getting the recognition, realize that your team needs to see you hit rank. Some people watching, you may be a leader and you may be stuck at the rank that you're at. You may have a very comfortable life. So don't do it for you, do it for your team. Do less support of your group for a period of time, get into personal production mode and watch your team increase. I've done it so many times, it sounds crazy that you spend less time in support role, management, and more time in personal production mode. But yet, when you pull back from the support a little bit and you go into personal production mode and your team is seeing you do this, why does your organization grow? Your organization grows because you gave them what they needed the most. And what they needed the most was the inspiration and the belief that they could go do it themselves. And without you doing it, they don't get that. So my friends, that's how you motivate a team in network marketing. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you feel like this can add some value to some others, hit that share button. Love to hear comments below. If you feel like you want some additional training on leadership, not only becoming a leader, but being able to attract powerful leaders, hop over to leadwithmatt.com and you'll get a special training that I put together there for you to show you how to experience real time and money freedom in network marketing. Thanks again for tuning in. Go make life an adventure.